Good morning, everybody. Welcome to My Creative Time with Emma, and also welcome to another My Favorite Stamp of the Month. I am super excited because we are showcasing one of my favorite stamps, which it was probably, probably one of the, almost the first batch of my very first stamps that I actually designed. This was during my first year. It's called Wow So Many Candles, and since then I have revised it. And I love this set. It's super duper cute. So we have, this is the stamp. So if you are new to my blog, when we do have My Favorite Stamp of the Month, basically what we're doing is we're showcasing, we will showcase this a couple of times throughout the month. And this set will be on special. It'll be sold at a special price for the entire month of September. So you could pick this up added. You don't have to add any coupon code or anything. It will be marked down already. And you have until, I believe, is there 30 days in September? I'll have the date. But anyways, the last day of September, the sale for this ends at midnight Pacific Standard Time, okay? So we are using this today. We're making a card out of this, and I thought it meshed perfectly with my, I'll have to put it sideways, so this is a big one. Make-A-Wish, okay? And this has those big candles, a little candle, along with some coordinating dies, okay? So, but first, and before we start my card, I already did my little candles, but I wanted to show you on camera because somebody was curious if I actually did my own coloring. Somebody said, do you color your own stuff? Because every time we see, you know, you on camera, it's colored already. Yes, I do. I promise I do. It's just sometimes, like a lot of the stuff I've been doing lately is basically stuff that when I had cleaned my craft room, I have a lot of unfinished products, and the stuff that you see colored in already is the stuff that I actually had in my stash, so I figured I better use it because I hate throwing stuff away. I don't like wasting this stuff because you all know, everybody in the crafting community, this crafting stuff that we purchase is not cheap, and you kind of want to salvage everything that you can, okay? But the candles I colored earlier, I colored them while I was coloring while we were watching a movie earlier with the boys. So I went ahead and I colored them in already. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to color one with you on camera, and I want to show you how I decorated. But so this is the way I suggest you do it. If you want to color this in, go ahead, stamp it, and then cut it out. I made the error by, what I did was I went ahead and I stamped them all on a piece of paper, and then on a cardstock, and then what I did was I colored them all in, I decorated it and everything, and I forgot to cut it out. Now I could have run it through my Vagabond, but if you have the Vagabond, you know how it puts so much pressure down on my little glossy accents. It would have got ruined. So I just went ahead and I fussy cut it out. And then what I did was I used this, which I learned from Miss Christina Werner, the multi-liner. I just went ahead and I just kind of outlined the edges so it won't look, you know, like we cut it out. So that's what I had to do with mine, but this is the proper way to do it. So if you want to go ahead and not have to worry about ruining everything you use, then I would suggest you do this way. So I did like a blue, a red, and like a turquoise color candle. So these are the two colors I use. I actually use my Copic markers. I use the BG049 and BG15. Okay, and then for the red candle, I use R37 and R27. For the yellow camera, I use YR24 and YR14. And then for my, the flame of the the flame of the candle, I use YR04, R27, and YR14. Okay, I don't have very many Copics, okay, everyone. I basically, you see how these don't match, but you can make them match because they do blend well. And I was kind of intimidated by the Copic markers because every time I saw someone using it, it's like you always think automatically, and I know I'm not the only one. You're always thinking, oh, I got to get that color too. Oh my God, I need that color. You don't need anything, to be honest. You don't have to go spend so much. And I love Copic markers, don't get me wrong, but they're an expensive item, and I feel this is just my own opinion, that I could probably use that money for something that I actually need in my craft room that I'm running out, or something that I don't have already. So I figure when I actually purchased my Copic markers, I just got a few. I just got a few colors that I think that would match, that I thought would match. Of course, they probably don't, but it's not too bad. It ends up working out at the end. That's just my own opinion. So especially, and I used to freak out even more when I used to see the Copic color charts out. I'm like, you know what? I had to just stop looking at it, because then I was thinking, God, that means I need all those colors. And I did download it, and I did try and color it in. I barely even filled up the page. And I just got over it. I'm like, you know what? I am not going to stress off these Copic markers, because I'm happy with the little amount I have, because you could still make something look pretty without having the 1,000 colors. You don't need them all. You know, that's just my own opinion. I figured I could spend my hard-earned working money. I could spend it on something that I need or that I don't have. So that's just my own opinion. And I have other markers to work with as well. So that's why I actually invested in my little Zig Clean Color. I love those too, because I was able to get all of the colors, and they didn't really break the bank. But like I said, don't get me wrong, I love my Copic markers, but sometimes it was just they're a little high. So I don't have very many. I just have a few, but I do want to use them, because I did, for those of you who have Copic markers, you know how they were a little pricey, but worth it. Definitely worth it, but not enough for me to go buy every single color. For me, it just didn't make sense. Okay, so here goes the candle, and as you can see, I kind of colored out of the line a little bit, and that's okay. I'm not really stressing off that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and color in the little frame. So I am going, you know what, actually this kind of looks weird here. Let me go ahead and just color just the bottom portion right here. It looks really, it's like I forgot to color this very bottom part here. Okay, let me do this one more time. I'm just kind of blending that in just a little bit. You see how you could get two colors that are not like perfectly matched up and have them blend? You see how I kind of did that little ombre effect there? And I'm happy with it. Okay, so now, but I'm going to have to clean up the edges, obviously, as you can see. It looks very sloppy. So anyway, so I'm going to kind of hold this down. I'm just going to go ahead and color in the candle here. And I'm just going to do a combo colors of orange, red, and yellow. And this is R27. And then I'm using R04. Don't ask me what the R's or a YR04. I have no idea what those mean. So if you want to know what those mean, you probably want to Google like real Copic diehards, because they could explain to you what every single letter means. I have no clue. But they're really good, nice markers. Okay, so let me go ahead and just color. Now I'm coming in with the yellow color, and this is just YR14. So I will be using my little white marker to I'll be using my white marker to color in the outside edges. You see how I messed up right there? So this is how I I correct my mistakes. Let me just kind of get this going here. I just go ahead and just grab my little my white Jelly Roll Sakura pen. And I just go ahead and just color in the edges. And nobody's going to know. Of course, you all are going to know. But nobody's really going to know that you went out of the lines. And if you don't want to fix it, you don't have to. Because that's why it's a handmade a handmade card. Okay, okay, that's not too bad. Let me fix up hair there a little bit. Okay, and then what I did, okay, so after I colored in my cutie patootie little candle, I went ahead, I had actually picked these up here. These are these new enamel, oops, I'm sorry, these are the enamel accents from Tim Holtz, and I think I got all the colors. There weren't that many. I think there's 3 more or 4 more colors after this. I believe there's a dozen. Yeah, there's a dozen. So I use, and I love enamel accents. When I saw them come out with this is definitely something I had to have. Okay, so what I did to go ahead and decorate my little candle, I wanted little polka dots on here. So I just went ahead and I just, so you see how there's a little bubble coming out? You kind of want to just wipe that off on a little paper towel. Otherwise it's going to come out all bubbly on your candle. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do some random polka dots here. I love this stuff because it comes off a little, like when you first put it on your cardstock, it is puffy, but it actually dries. I believe it dries flat. Let me see on these right here. No, they're still puffy. I just felt the other ones there, and they are still puffy. Okay, so I went ahead and I put those on. Oh, I see something here. Hold on, let me see a little white part here. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella, and this is what I did to all of the flames. And I put the Wink of Stella. I just love coloring because look at how much it changes. You know what I'm saying? I just love it. And then after I did that, I went ahead and I added some glossy accents to the flame. So let's go ahead and do that. And this is how I did each one of the candles. So I just wanted to show you on camera here. So this way, if you wanted to do it, because a lot of you, God knows, I sold so many of those Wow So Many candles. That was one of my biggest seller stamp sets when it first came out, and I know a ton of you have it. So I love doing my favorite stamp of the month because I love to revisit some of my older sets, because for those of you who did spend money on it, you could go ahead and take the webs off of it and use it, put it to use, because it does work well with my newer sets. Okay, so that's how that looks. So I will be saving this for another card since I did take the time to color it and decorate it and make it look super cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back away. And I love these. Look at all the pretty colors. I love these. Look at all the pretty colors. There are, like I said, 4 more colors, but these are them right here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put our card together really quickly here. Oops. So I am going to grab my little best friend here, my Misty, and then I used my more rectangular stitch dies to cut out this piece here. This is going to be the layer on top of my card, and I kind of want to just put this in the center the best I could. That looks about right. Hold on, let me see. It looks a little, hold on, it looks a little off there. Okay, let's see. Okay, that looks okay. And if it's not, like I said, if it's not perfect, it's not the end of the world, okay? I promise you. Okay, so now I am going to go ahead and ink this up here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that up and put that like so. Now the nice part about it, this is my ink pad that I still haven't refilled the ink on it yet, and I know I have a refiller for that. Actually, it didn't come out too bad. It came out pretty perfect. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and just do it one more time. There we go. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone because I'm happy with the way it's stamped. So let me go ahead and put this on. And then all we're gonna do now is just go ahead and attach this to the base of our card. I'm gonna go ahead and just add some little pop dots in the back here. So I'm gonna use this here. So I'm going to go ahead and just add this to the back of my the layer part really quickly, and we're going to add it to the base of the card. Okie dokie. So let's go ahead and add this here. Okay, we'll put it right there. And then now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add all of our little candles here. Alright, I might have to, hold on one second, let's see. Okay, so basically this is how they are going to go. My little bell just rang over there, because I'm cooking right now and my rice is ready. I don't want it to burn, because everybody just left and I can't call anybody to go turn that off for me. So this is basically what it's going to look like, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere all of the, what I did is I put pop dots behind all of the cutie patootie candles, and that's it. I'm probably going to add some secrets to it, but you will see the final at the end of the video. So thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Don't forget to visit my blog at www.creativeTimeForMe.com to see what the rest of my amazing design team has done with this set. And you will see all the links to this on my blog on how to purchase this. Okay, everyone? So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.